the promises she holds for us. And someday we would sing like a song. From the north, south, east, and west, somebody say, if you believe, join us, say, with the foot alone, with all we have. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, say we are, yeah. With the foot alone, I believe, and I know you do too, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
Yes, you're listening to Lagoon Radio. Good morning and welcome to the program State of the Nation on Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. It's the 22nd day of July 2021. Yes, how was your holidays? And to our Muslim listeners, we wish you all the Eid, all the good things of the Eid. Yes, I am Anosi Kechimezi, and welcome to the program State of the Nation once again. Is our political program where we keep you up to speed on the latest happenings in the country. And today, yes, Thursday, like you know, it comes your way every Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Download the app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook. Yes, of course, we are live there. We are streaming live on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria. On Instagram, Lagoon Radio NG. You can listen to us directly via the link www.lagoonradio.ng. And this morning, yes, with me in the studio, we will be here to deliberate on the burning issue. Yes, we'll be looking at the reactions that's been trailing the arrest of Sunday Igboho, Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho. And with me in the studio is Kayode Ezekiel. Ezekiel, good morning and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
And also Ademowo Solomon. Solomon, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. You asked this question as if you're expecting something else.
I wasn't expecting something else. Okay. I just wanted to ask because I've not seen you in a while.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, it's no longer news that in the early hours of Monday, we got reports that Sunday Adeyemo, yes, also known as Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba activist, was arrested on his way to Germany. Yes, he was arrested in Cotonou Airport with his wife. And, sometime last month, the DSS invaded the house of Sunday Igboho. Yes, reactions has been trailing that invasion. Early in the early hours, from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., the operations took place. And according to reports that day, the report was that gunmen invaded the house of Igboho. So people thought that it was the normal killing and the arrestment of the unknown gunmen. But later in the day, the government, DSS, confirmed that they were the ones that raided the house of Igboho, that there was a security report that he was piling up guns, ammunitions, and a lot of ammunitions were brought from the home. Yes, was taken by the DSS. They displayed it, and according to report, 2 people were killed and some of his aides arrested. Yes, and after that day, Sunday Igboho came out and said that those ammunitions were not his. Yes, and he was declared wanted. He went into hiding. And a lot of things. Since then, the DSS has been looking for Igboho. Igboho himself has been taking security measures. And till that Monday, when he was... Remember on Saturday, the DSS said that Igboho is planning to obtain another passport to travel out of the country. So when I saw that report, I know that something was piling up. And in the early hours of Monday, the news broke that Igboho has been arrested. Now, a lot of people have been talking Let me start with you, Solomon. What was your reaction when you heard that Sunday Igboho was arrested on Monday?
The thing is, I've not always been a fan of Sunday Igboho.
Okay.
So I've always been open for a day whereby the man can just sit down, sit back, and just look at what he has achieved and see the movement and everything that he has done. I know he's a good activist and all. So I was like, why this man again? Why did they keep arresting him? But what I see is most people that will get arrested for stuff like this in the past, they end up becoming a very, very good, rememberable people. So that's what I feel like. So my action were not really bad towards him.
Okay. Ezekiel will have a different view from that. But let me come from another perspective. What was your reaction when you heard that news?
Well, I didn't feel anything different.
Okay.
Yes, because ever since I
normal.
grew up, of course, even during the time of Fela, I could listen to one of his songs, one of the music he made out there, not in the country, because it would have been something else, you know. Or the issue of unknown gunmen, the way they killed his mother, the way they invaded his house.
Yeah.
Maybe so it has never been a new thing. We always have unknown gunmen in Nigeria. And I must be sincere. If you can trust the military and the security agencies we have in the country, you are on your own. Not quite long. There was a girl shot during the protest lately. You could hear what the police said. They said it wasn't from them that it's been shot. Somehow they just had a way of maneuvering their ways.
But
And
autopsy
autopsy
said-
reveals that the girl was shot there. So that's the military. Okay, what happened there in Lekki Toll Gate? The military denied. So if you keep trusting the security agencies we have in the country, I don't think you are too safe. That's a part. So if they should tell you they saw some things in his home, they see. Why would you go to somebody's house? You have evidences. You could discover something is there. Why in the midnight? That person was not aware that you'll be coming. Why in a sane country? Let me just mind what.
And if he says they were the one that put it there, he has right to say it because they can't deny it.
Definitely. So maybe we should the security agency should have to be more professional. That's the advice I could give there. I didn't feel anything different. That's how it happens, and we all know.
Okay. Let me come side by side. Solomon, let me come to you now.
All right.
During the IPOB Biafra agitation, right till this moment, the government have not released a statement on the arrest of Igboho. Yes. During the IPOB era, before Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and the rest of them, this was likely the steps they followed.
Yes.
Intimidating the members. Police can come to a place where the vendors, where they are selling newspaper. They will pack everybody. Nobody was talking. Nobody. And people have been shouting. Now, putting IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, and Sunday Igboho, from your own assessment, you said you are not a fan of Sunday Igboho.
Yeah.
From your own assessment, putting Nnamdi Kanu and side by side, do they have similarities?
Yeah, they have similarities because I feel like both of them are fighting for the same thing.
Okay.
They are both woman activists. Yes, woman activists. So they are fighting for their people's rights. This is what they want. This is what they have been facing in the past. This is what has been reoccurring. This is what has been happening every day. So I think they are doing the same thing, but in different ways. I feel like Sunday Igboho is doing his own, not really in the right way, but I feel like Nnamdi Kanu is doing it in a more professional way because you can see that he's not staying in the country because he knows things like this will surely happen to him. But Sunday Igboho is right here in our face and is doing what he does. So I feel like they're fighting for the same thing, but in different ways.
Okay, now Ezekiel, on Sunday in Zamfara State, the Nigerian aircraft fighting bandits and Boko Haram was shot down by the bandits. And luckily for the pilot, he escaped. And a lot of people are saying that bandits shot down a military craft owned by Nigeria.
Not just a craft, though.
Not just military craft.
Notable.
Up to this moment, no one has been arrested. No official statement on that. But Sunday Igboho was arrested in Cotonou. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Kenya. From your own perspective also, are we really fighting insecurity?
I love that. That question is
deep.
Is deep. Let me say it's deep. And not quite long. Obasanjo came out with the opinion that this war, civil war, can be inevitable anytime. He's not just a politician, he's a renowned politician, a former president for that matter.
And
So I've
former
said
head of
that.
state.
I tell you, he's an experienced being as far as politics is concerned in the country. And not from his opinion, he could read through, like, okay, you, the likes of this man, this minister, Pantani, all of them are there. On daily basis, we record death. Yet, the president's spokesman will be saying everything is fine in the country, everything is under control. Yet, if there's any reaction from your place, I don't think there ever been any reactions. The only person reacting from the middle belt is Otom, the governor of Benue State. And we all know his experience these days. We all know how they are just killing their people there. And nobody is saying anything. Here in the west, southwest, Sunday Igboho, in his own sense, in his own reasonabilities, he said, okay, this killing, it has never been. Fulani and the Yoruba, they have been living together for long. And why the killings now? Okay, fighting for that cause, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because a reasonable being will not be there, and you have the grace and the power. Seeing your people being killed. Go to Igangan now, it's as if there's nobody living there again. And for how long do you think we will be coping with that? Yet, the presidency, don't let me say the president. The presidency is not saying anything.
The president has not said. The presidency has not said.
We know the difference between the president and the presidency.
The president is the Muhammadu Buhari.
Yes.
The
Yes.
presidency
Head of
is
state, is the
Lai
head of-
Mohammed.
The cabinet members.
Garba Shehu and the likes of them.
They are the presidency.
They are the presidency.
Yeah.
Now, this
Mr.
time
Lai
around,
has not spoken.
things will not, in the area of, we all see, it is not far-fetched. It is not something obscure. It's not vague. We could see that the appointment up there is for some people. They sacked the NECO director, not quite long. They replaced with another northerner. You can see.
And yesterday, Buhari just sacked MP chairman.
Just sacked. And mind you, we all know he would be replaced with another northerner. Now sit down there, be looking, and see how things are going economic-wise. You don't expect people not to react. We are not stones. People will definitely react. That's why we have the agitation of the likes of Igbo, Kanu. And mind you, everyday killings has become the norm. The norm. For how long do we think we can cope with that? People will definitely react.
Okay.
So I'm not against anything
So
from
you
Igbo.
agree that they have similarities, Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi
The
Kanu.
way their
approach
mode of
yes,
operations are
yes.
different.
Exactly.
But to me, none could be weighed up to the way killings are happening in the northern part of the country.
Okay.
Okay, you're still listening to Lagoon Radio and the State of the Nation, our political program. You've been hearing the voices of Kayode Ezekiel, Ademowo Solomon, and Miano Sikechimeze. We are looking at the reactions that have been trailing the arrest of Sunday Igboho. We'll go on this short break. When we come back, we'll give you more, we'll hear more, and also look at your reactions which you have sent to us. Keep listening to us. We'll be right back after this break.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
We'll get there. We'll
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, you're listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. Yes, we are primus inter pares. We are proud to say that Lagos Diocese leads, others follow. Yes, that's why we have Lagoon Radio. Yes, we are always here for your happiness. And it is State of the Nation, our political program. And we are looking at the reactions that has been trailing the arrest of Yoruba activist Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday, in Cotonou on Monday. And you can download the app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook. Of course, we are live. Yes, we are streaming live on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, and on Instagram, Lagoon Radio NG. And I have Demo Solomon is still here. Kayode Ezekiel is still here. We'll have a reaction from one of our listeners. He said, there is an Igbo adage that says, you can never beat a child and tell him not to cry. This is what is happening in Nigeria today. Yes, like yesterday, we saw an emir in Taraba State issuing an ultimatum to headers in his emirate that they should leave their forest. That they have gone to the extent not only killing but raping their women. Sunday Igboho, yes, like you mentioned in Gongo, Ibarapa local government area of Oyo State. They said they accommodated Fulani. They have been living peacefully. But at a time, they became a nightmare to them. And he had to raise his voice. Now, you people are killing us. You people are raping our women and the rest of them. And that came up the agitation. Yes. And before the arrest, someone said, after the arrest on Monday, they said that the arrest of Sunday Igboho and then Nado Carlo has given rise to other men to fight for their rights. Ezekiel, are we going to see more agitators on our streets these days?
It has started already. The way we had it yesterday, I think the issue is gaining more ground now. We could see a particular, but I've never seen in I've never even heard of that town ever. I saw the video on Facebook yesterday, trying to beg the king of Benin Republic, king there. You should make sure that Igbo is not returned, is not extradited to Nigeria. And mind you, it is just a fact. We should take it or leave it, whether we like it or not. If it's like, it is not only about Igbo. I want us to see it this way. If you think it's about Igbo was not killed in Igongo. I don't think they've kidnapped one of his children. I don't think he has any of his children in Nigeria itself. And mind you, God has really blessed him to an extent that he has a British wife. A German wife, rather. And mind you, somebody like that, I don't think he is in seek of what he would eat. He is, to an extent, is a well-to-do man. And mind you, if care is not taken, there is one fear in they one way or the other. These kidnappers, they fear Igbo. Take it or leave it.
It's true.
One way or the other, they fear, because if they did not fear him when he was chasing them in that forest that time that I could see the video, they wouldn't have run. I tell you, those people, they don't just do anything. They study you and they came when they catch you unaware. And I've never heard the Fulani people, they've ever invaded his house. Only the military could do that. So to an extent, they feared him. And take it. They are trying to make sure this man doesn't exist any longer. So penetration will now be more. Okay. So if this man should go off way, we will definitely have in more than enough Igbos.
Okay. Solomon, earlier this year, the former deputy governor of Central Bank, Dr. Obidaya Malafia, he made a statement. He said that there is a secret agenda by Fulanis to cause civil war in Nigeria. He made that statement in a radio interview, which I listened to. And after that statement, DSS arrested him over and over for questioning. Are you afraid that revelation is coming true? He said that there is a plan for them to embark on civil war in 2022. Here we are, July 2021. And the government has never criminalized the activities of Fulani herdsmen. And we have been calling on the government to, these people are terrorists. Declare them terrorists the way you prescribed IPOB, yes, and the rest of them. So are you not afraid that this revelation might come to pass in 2022?
I am afraid, because I'm already seeing signs. I'm already seeing signs. I'm already seeing the handwork of the evildoers. So we have seen it in the West. Now is in the North. Is very, very terrible over there, and is occurring every day. It's happening every day. So I think what the person said is actually right, because it's already happening now. So it might happen. And then I noticed that even in the Bible, when God wanted to split some set of languages, can you guys remember? They had they started speaking in different languages.
But Tower of Babel.
And they scattered. So looking at what they are doing now, we have
it's like Solomon is deep.
He's trying to become a prophet.
Solomon is deep.
Solomon prophet in the Bible. He was a king, bro. He wasn't a prophet.
So I think it's already happening. So Sunday Igboho is already holding his people that you people are killing us. It's okay. We are tired of it. Then the other man, Nnamdi Kanu, he has already hold his own people to that. Okay, it is time. I know that somebody will come out in the north. So somebody
No one has spoken the truth in the north.
No.
Yes,
Do you
it's
think?
true.
One thing is this. One thing I could say about the civil war in Nigeria is, I don't think in this part of the country, the Fulanis have nothing. I could say they have nothing to lose.
Okay.
Yes, because how would it be convenient for you to invade a place, kill every one of them, burn their houses,
As in,
and you just leave?
Vulnerable people.
they are just
I tell you, they I don't. And if you could see them here living with us, those ones that are tagged peaceful. They don't do big. They are not into big deals. They just they could
Normal.
be a security man.
yeah.
They could be
Normal.
just an hustling tiger nut seller, wheelbarrow pusher. They are just like that. So if anything happens, clear now, my brother, Alele, all those trucks you see,
Okay.
they are awful.
This will bring me to the discussion that some of them and some of the governors said that the Nigerian Fulanis are very peaceful. That the ones causing this mayhem are the foreign Fulanis.
Are they not the same Fulani that have been living in Igongon with the people? Do you know the sheikh there? The head of Fulani is there in Igongon.
The emir,
They,
imam.
you can see they even have the grant to become emir in another people's settlement.
Sometimes.
You can imagine. It's been peaceful. As you said, a nightmare just came, and what do you expect?
Okay. There was a statement made by Governor Samuel Otom in Benue State. He said earlier this year there was a meeting held in Borno State that Fulani from other different countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and the rest of them, attended that meeting. And the federal government was aware of the meeting. And he said that if those people are not arrested, there will be no peace. That this killing must continue to happen. So it will bring me to that question again. In all sincerity, have this present government, have they really, I will get both of your views, but let me start with Ezekiel. This present government, have they really fought insecurity?
Yes, they've really fought.
Okay.
They fought. Of course, they fought. The Fulani people killed some people, and it's been underground. Let me say underground fight against terrorism. Yes, they could only arrest those ones that are agitating for peaceful existence of humanity. And mind you, up till now, the president will never tell you anything is wrong with the country. Of course, they are fighting, ironically. You too, you can answer that one.
Okay, Solomon, in all sincerity, from your own perspective, has this government, 6 years of its existence, have they really fought insecurity?
Lately it's been very, very terrible, and I have to be sincere. They are trying, but they are not. They need to put more effort. You share your grab. They need to put more emphasis on insecurity, because if some of these things happen to one of Buhari's, I'm sorry to say, our president's children or something, I'm sure he will surely take action immediately, because there is nobody that can lose an eye from his two eyes that will not feel the pain. Like, you will feel the pain. You will know that people are in pain. Sure, you understand. So the thing is, they are trying, but they need to put more effort. That is my own.
Okay. Also, let's also look at the governor of Bauchi State. Some time ago, he said that a Fulani is a global man, that he has right to settle anywhere he finds himself. So, looking at that statement, that Fulani has a right to settle wherever they found themselves, do they have that right to cause mayhem?
They don't have that right to cause mayhem now. It does. But my own is, which one is they have the right to stay in anywhere I don't understand that.
So he's a global man.
He's a
A
global
Fulani man is a global man. He
I'm
has
not-
no settlement.
I'm not surprised when they have already said they want to do census for cows and stuff like that. So anything is possible. They love their people over there. I think they appreciate them. But we are talking about insecurity. Your people are killing people. You are saying they have the right to stay anywhere. They have the right to. That does not make any sense to me.
I think he has one reason to have said that. I think, there's maybe they are set of oboes, like the wanderers, because they just go from one settlement to another, walking around the bush, the forest. They know the dark part of every settlement. Let me say that. Maybe that's why he said that. But mind you, though the heart is the Lord and the fullness thereof. That's what the Bible says. Mind you, God has labeled some people with a particular settlement. See, this one is allotted to you. This is of Jacob. This is of Solomon.
Yes,
this is
sir.
of Matthew. This is of... It is just like that. Take it or leave it. Where you don't own, you have no right there.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, back to Igboho now. We heard that the ambassador of Nigeria to Benin Republic, the former COAS, Chief of Army Staff, Tuko Brutai, that he wrote a secret letter to the Benin Republic authorities to arrest Sunday Igboho wherever they see him. And according to reports, Brutai is hell-bent to extradite Sunday Igboho. Do you see this happening, especially now that Yoruba activists and a lot of them are rallying around Sunday Igboho? Do you see this happening?
The extradition, right?
Yes.
Back to the country or to...
Back to the country.
Fine. It's normal for people to agitate. It has ever been. People know. People are aware that if something like that happens, it will be like, I could see this man, Adebanjo, is one of the Yoruba elderly people.
Yes.
The renowned one. He said an arrest of Sunday Igboho is a declaration of war on Yoruba people. That's to him. And mind you, some people will be of that opinion too.
Sure.
Even they might not be part of that agitation, but they would want to like express that. Why would you? Now they will remember Gumi. They will remember Pantami. You have not been. You didn't arrest these people, and you are arresting our person. And I don't think Igboho has ever went to that place to claim to agitate there. People in Jigawa, we don't want. We no longer want one Nigeria. Let us go. Let us be part. Let us part ways. I don't think it has ever happened. See, the fact that Igboho went there as a fugitive. Do you understand? It makes the issue it complicates the issue. Let me say that.
Okay.
Because if you want to go legitimately engage yourself to be there, and not just any other way, not by maneuvering your way. That's apart. But extradition of Sunday Igboho back to the country, back to Nigeria, may be too hard because they had an agreement. There's an agreement among Ghana, West Africa, that, but an arrest of fugitive, political fugitive,
yes,
is not included in that agreement. So it may be somehow, if they can do that, because why did I say that? A secret leak that Buratai sent a secret letter. How did he get there?
He's ambassador of Nigeria to Benin Republic.
Now, mind you, on what basis? Why it may be, it can also be too hard to have an extradition back to the country is the Benin Republic, they are law-abiding people. I could see some. I have some friends there, and I could read from what they tell me. I have people in Cotonou, a fellow musician. I don't want to mention that one. See,
not political analyst.
Not political analyst. the way law and enforcement agencies, the way they manage there is far different from the way they do here. So they may want to abide by the fact that those that are during the invasion of Igbo lately in Ibadan, up till now, I think they spent more than 21 days. They have not been tried, and nobody is saying anything. Definitely, there where they have Igbo, they may want to play safe that they may kill this man. They may just keep him somewhere, and for years nobody will hear anything. Okay, let us keep him here for now and see the situation on ground. So I can't. It may be too hard to that extradition may be too hard to achieve for the federal government.
Okay, Solomon, like he said,
Yes.
Benin Republic, they are law abiding, but they are much dependence on Nigeria. Are you not afraid that Nigeria might pressure them? Are you not afraid, as a West African big brother, that Nigeria might pressure them to go against the rules? Like they said, legal team, like Punch newspaper reported this morning, that Igboho's legal team to file additional complaints with German embassy today on Igboho's arrest. They are making case now on behalf of his wife, so that the German consul will come and take over the case. Are you not afraid that Nigeria will use its powers to suppress Benin Republic, to succumb to pressure and release Sunday Igboho to them?
I'm afraid, because I know that at the end of the day they will still release him to them, because all these ones that are doing is just there is something we call it in football. Well, I'll just keep it for today. I'll tell you next week. They say they are shallowing him. One shallow. That's what they are doing. They just want to test the power behind Sunday Igboho. That's what I feel. But I know they will still leave him at the end of the day. So Nigeria will pressurize them. That's what I feel.
Okay. Yes, you're still on to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Communion Diocese of Lagos. We've been looking at the reactions trailing the arrest of Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba activist. Yes, his real name is Sunday Adeyemo. Yes, we'll be going on this short break. When we come back, yes, it will be time to round up and also give some of your thoughts on the program. Keep listening to Lagoon Radio. We'll be right back after this break.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Our land and for generations to come, and for generations to come.
I tell you. That killing, the way they hide it.
gonna stand up. Join me, say, yeah. We're a great nation. Oh, oh,
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, we believe in this nation that we will get better someday. That's the lyrics of that song from Timi Dakolo, Great Nation. And you are listening to State of the Nation on Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Communion Diocese of Lagos. Of course, we are transmitting live from the Diocesan Palace right here in Marina, Lagos. Download that app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria. Of course, we are streaming live. And on Instagram is Lagoon Radio NG. Solomon is still here, and Ezekiel is still here. Solomon, let me come to you with this. Are we still united, Nigeria?
We have scattered since
Why
when?
are you laughing? Is Nigeria still united?
Did you hear what I said? That we have scattered since when? Well, it's just this our age. I know that we are trying to come back. During the NSAS protest is an evidence, and it was very, very evidential. People that died there, may they also rest in perfect peace. So, so I think we are united due to what happened in the NSAS protest. You all saw the crowd that the youth pulled. So I think it's we youth that are trying our best to be united. But if you are talking about the deep down of the united, bro, we don't scatter since. So. We have scattered
Ezekiel,
since.
are we united as a country?
Yes, we are united. Yes, we are united.
Okay.
It now depends on your definition of unity.
Oh.
We sit together in the house, the Senate House. People from the south, from the west, from the east, from the north, they sit together and deliberate. Well, whatever they come out with, well, I don't want to go deep into that. We are united in that house. And I think we still bear the same name, Nigeria.
Okay.
Especially on paper. Mind you, the division has been ever. Take it or leave it. To me, I hate being deceived. But when I'm deceived, I don't deceive myself.
Okay.
Yes. Fine. We didn't kill somebody during the raid. And fine, Yoruba will say, Agbon se, Oyin se, Oju oloko lo wi. You know the meaning? It means the bee says, I'm not concerned, though, I'm not aware of a particular destruction. I don't even know the English of Agbon. Tell me now. You don't know. Okay, it's like all this, the fly that stings, they are denying a particular damage they made to a man's face, a farmer's face. I did not do anything. But yeah, we have the farmer's face. Everywhere is swollen. Is swollen. Everybody is denying. Don't be deceived. Even when they are deceiving you up there, you don't be deceived. We could read from the appointment, the recruitment, the killings. I don't want to tag Igbos and Kanons, Wala, and arrest. I can't. It's what they weren't an arrest. We just have to be sincere. I don't want to say they kidnapped them. It didn't follow the due protocol, and mind you, they will even come out to tell you they are law-abiding people. The cabinet has been so mindful of the rule of law. Explain how you did. Voila, we come. So even if they are deceiving you that we are united, within you, don't be deceived. Well, we are united only on papers.
But sorry, I saw something on Igbo's arrest the other time when we were on break. I saw that they said he was arrested for, I think, immigration issue, fake passport and all
The federal government have not released any statement based on that arrest.
But this, according to his lawyer, that's what I saw. But I don't know. But maybe the lawyer is just saying. So I know that they will surely come up with something. You see,
definitely
something is already coming up.
They are cooking it.
Yes.
Yes,
during
they
the
are
invasion
cooking
of his house, they said they got a security report that he is piling up arms, and which the DSS displayed. saw the ammunitions which they showed us and that they retrieved from Sunday Igboho's house. And the Igboho himself said that those were not his arms.
No. I said it now. Chimeze, a sane being would reconsider to have said we did all this thing in Igboho's house, and you, to the extent that you killed people and you took away their cause.
Okay.
You have an hidden agenda. I said it during the short during the protest lately that they killed a girl. The police said they didn't do anything. Now the autopsy is revealing another thing. See, don't be deceived. I said it. Even when they are deceiving you, be sane. Let me say that. Be sane within you.
Be smart.
Be smart.
Okay.
I'm not saying you should wear war, but be smart and be reasonable.
Okay. Solomon, looking at this Igboho's case now, let's also look at Nnamdi Kanu, because both of them are freedom fighters. And there is a UN charter that gives freedom for freedom fighters and agitations. Does it mean that rule of law or human rights are not applicable to Nigerian citizens?
You know the funny thing is I studied law for a few years, and I actually know the rule of law.
Okay.
And I know that they said for every rule there is always an exception. So what I'm trying to tell you is all those rules that you are talking about, that I say there's freedom of speech, freedom of all those stuff in the chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution. All I know is all those rules that are there are some certain precautions for it, which means your freedom of speech is to an extent.
It's limited.
Yeah, it's limited. There are limitations to it. So that's the
Even
only
in
thing
language.
I know. So
Yes,
and it's true, even in
exceptions.
language. So what I know is there was when I was in 200 level, there was a section in the Constitution that I read concerning the human right that says to this extent you shall not say this against your government or blah 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 and stuff like that. So that is, you can actually speak against your government, but to an extent. So what I'm trying to tell you is, even if Ugbo is an human rights activist, is fighting for freedom, the freedom is limited.
Sure.
So that's the only thing. So I feel like I think when you say you give somebody freedom, the freedom is not supposed to be limited. Do you feel? Because looking at, let's just put God to this instance, because it's God that created us. God gave us freedom to breathe, to
multiply.
Assuming is it not possible for you to not breathe for this? Yeah, that's the thing. So if you give somebody freedom, it's not supposed to be limited. So that's why I'm telling you that the freedom of speech you're actually talking about is not. It's just there in the book.
Okay. This is where I'll come to Kayode. Ezekiel. Also, looking at Sunday Igboho now, is there any hope? Is there any hope that he will not be repatriated to Nigeria?
Well, whether he did or not, one thing is sure: if the government want to be truthful and be civil, let me say that, be civil, they will not kill him. Yes, they will not kill him, because I don't think we could allot a certain saying to this man. Yet, we know the federal government. We know how we cook all those things in the country, and we know how it has been. Okay, Lekki Togate, no military man was around. They didn't kill anybody. It took time to cook, and I think they are taking the time on Sunday Igboho now too. By the time they will come out, if they would not kill him, this man will be free someday. And mind you, if he dies, I don't know. I don't want to say what will happen. It's not a threat though, but it will give room for more agitators.
Yes.
So whether they retract him back to the country or not, I think to me, it doesn't matter, because in the country is limited now. Where he's going is limited too. Yes, because it's not his place, it's not his settlement, it's not. He could only be a citizen by not by birth, and there are limitations, as been said by Solomon. So the freedom fighting is limited now. Take it or leave it. So I've declared him wanted. So it could only give room for more agitators. Whether you take him back to the country or not. It's the fact that he's agitating for this so cause. It's not. I don't think he's dying any soon.
You don't even remember to even say Sowore is a good example. Do you know Sowore now?
Sowore is there too.
He's there too.
So, is he a freedom fighter or an activist?
He's an activist.
He's an activist.
He's an activist.
Okay,
And mind you,
but
he
they both
doesn't
work
go
hand in
against
hand,
what
Sha.
Igbo is doing.
Okay,
Yes,
Solomon,
I'm sure, man.
let me get your last word on the program. Looking at Sunday Igbo's case now, what do you think? What advice are you giving to the federal government and also to some of the Yoruba agitators that are coming up?
Well, the only advice that I have for them is, let me start with the advice first before talking about Sunday Igbo. My own advice to them is, when you want to fight for your freedom, fight wisely. Do not fight legally. Do not fight illegally. And make sure you are open to your people so that you will have backup when it comes up. And my advice to federal government concerning Sunday Igbo's case is they should do something about it very quickly, because he's a freedom fighter. I don't think he's a bad person.
Okay. And Ezekiel, what's your own advice?
I would say the federal government should be civil, as I've said, and they should. If you want a peaceful environment, a peaceful settlement, a peaceful state, there's no need being cunning. There's no need taking your time to. If I want to tell Solomon, you did this, and it's taking me time, it means I have an agenda. I'm cooking. That's what I would say. The federal government should stop cooking. They should come out with the truth. This is what Igbo did. This is why we are trailing him. This is what. If you are able to do that, you are trying to be civil, and you should see why. And you should let the law take its course, not by doing all the. It's like we are going back to 1984, and it's too bad for our democracy. So that's the advice I could give the federal government. And Igbo on its part, you should be more careful.
Okay.
Not every fight worth fighting. Yeah.
Not every fight
Worth
fighting.
Fighting.
Yes, that's the last word on the program today. Remember to download our app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Lagoonradio Nigeria, Twitter, and Instagram. Yes, Twitter is somewhere suspended. Instagram, Lagoonradio NG. And thank you, Ezekiel, for coming on the program.
You're welcome.
And also Solomon, thank you very much for coming on the program.
You're welcome. Anything for the boys.
Yeah.
Newspaper after the show.
Our producer will answer that one. And big thanks to the producer, Olumakaiye Jadi. Tune in again on Thursday, 10 a.m. And don't forget to follow us so that you can listen to all our programs. Yes, do have a lovely day. From me, Anosike Chimezie. Goodbye.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.